Facebook and hello on Instagram. I hope you can hear me. And I am so excited for today's topic because I'm really going to be sharing a little bit more about Kegel Camp, which is something I have been working diligently on over the last, honestly, it's only been about a week, because about a week ago I decided I have to do this. Now's the perfect time. People are at home. We can do a 30-day Kegel Camp. Let's make this happen. And so I did. And it's actually a pretty big undertaking. So it's been really fun. And I dove in and time has expanded and it's totally happening. So I'm so excited and I wanted to talk about it today. I want to also find out, how are y'all doing? Like, how's it going? How is this time going for you? I really would love to know, like, what's new. I heard this amazing line from one of my mentors and coaches, someone that I really love, and she said, we can't control what's going around us, but we can control how we respond. And I loved that so much. I love the idea from another mentor of mine that we can turn these obstacles into opportunities. And so I really see, this time of social distancing and physical distancing, I should say, kind of self-quarantine, as definitely an obstacle, but it's certainly a time that we can spend, working on some of these things that we might not have really taken the time to do before, like Kegel Camp and, whatever it is that you are really into, maybe some kind of project or program that you can just start now. What a great opportunity. So I'm super excited about this. And I see I have some comments here. Lucy has a great comment on Facebook, so I'll get to that right away. All right, well, let's go ahead and get to the questions. And I'm going to answer Lucy's question first. She says, how long will the videos be roughly? And thank you. So first of all, you are welcome, Lucy. I am so excited about camp. Basically, I had little questions written down. The videos are roughly 8 to 12 minutes. So in the first intro video, it's pretty funny. In the intro video, which is day 1, which is the longest video, because I have to explain some things about Kegel Camp. So the first video is 14 minutes. It just got finished being edited. It will post on Wednesday. So that video is 14 minutes and it's the longest one. And in that video, I say that the rest of the videos are going to be between 5 to 10 minutes, but I'd say it's more like 8 to 12. So some of the videos are a little shorter, some are a little longer, but none of them are very long at all. So I'm shooting for around, 10 minutes per video, but some are less, some are maybe a minute or two more. So super easy and doable to fit into your schedule. I'll answer a few more questions that I thought you guys might have. And if you have additional questions, just put them in the comments because I can read them here on Facebook and I can read them on Instagram as well. So if you have any questions that come up, pop them in. And also, let me know how you're doing right now. I really, really, truly want to know how you're doing, what you're doing. Do you have time for Kegel Camp, right? Come on, tell me you have time for Kegel Camp. Just 8 to 12 minutes a day, you can do it. So I want to know about that, but let me go ahead and answer some more questions that I thought you might have. So first of all, Kegel Camp is for men and women. It's really not gender specific. It's not age specific. It's not anything specific. It's for anybody who wants to kind of tune in to the pelvic floor. Is it for pregnancy? It's not designed for pregnancy, but it would be fantastic for women who are pregnant, particularly because I do place a strong emphasis, not just on the contraction, but also the release. And the release, as we know, for pregnancy is incredibly important. And so, yeah, it's totally fine and safe if you're pregnant. It's also really, quite gentle. And so you could do it pretty early postpartum as well. I mean, talk to your doctor, of course, but it should be fine for pretty early postpartum too. So the next question I thought y'all might have is like, what's the time commitment? So basically it starts April 1st, it goes through April 30th, and the videos I already mentioned are 8 to 12 minutes long. And I do recommend doing the videos in the morning if possible, simply because your body is usually freshest, and I don't just mean the way you smell. I mean energetic-wise, like energy-wise, you're usually the strongest in the morning because you've had a whole night lying on your back, sleeping, resting, building up that strength and stamina. So the morning is a really good time, especially for people with prolapse. If you've spent the whole day up on your feet, walking around, doing things, sometimes you can feel a little heavier toward the end of the day and a little bit more tired in your pelvic floor. So doing these videos in the morning when you're fresh and ready could be a good idea. Starting on day 15. So real quick, the videos are just meant to be done once a day. The workout's just once a day. However, day 15, which I just recorded, is what I'm calling a daily double. So if you want to, you can do the day 15 workout that I show you in the evening as well for the rest of the program. So only if you want to. It's a kind of like a bedtime routine that you can do before falling asleep. So the idea is that starting around day 15, if you want to add a second workout, a second Kegel Camp workout to your routine, it's a great idea to add that day 15 routine to your nighttime, like pre-bed routine. So it's just an option. The camp is progressive, so you need to build. You need to start at day 1 and not just skip around. So definitely if you don't start right away and if you kind of come in around day 6 or 7 or whatever, don't start there. Go back to day 1 and work your way up. It's really important because it does build. Another thing is that, like for equipment, you might wonder what equipment you might need. It's super, super low key as far as equipment. You'll need a chair. You may benefit from having a yoga block. You may benefit from having some pillows. So hopefully things that you already have around the house. And by the end, we are actually going to be bringing in some light weights. Now, if you don't have weights, you don't have to use them at all. But if you want to, we're challenging ourselves because the program is gradually progressive. We start lying down with your hips propped up. We slowly move to more upright positions. And then toward the end, we're doing a little bit more impact. We're using some weights. We're adding on all sorts of fun there. But you still don't really need much equipment. If you don't have weights, you can always use like canned food or something like that. I actually have a whole canned food workout on YouTube for arms. It's pretty awesome. You can get some work done with canned food. Okay, I see that Laura Leah has a question on Facebook, which is fantastic. Will you have printable sheets of your workout like the lift series? No, not now. You know what? It's all I can do to get this program out there to you guys in time, so I don't have that available to you now. But who knows, maybe in the future I will turn this into a course, like a little program that you can pay a small amount, kind of like Ab Camp, and get a printable thing. But right now, no. I barely have time to make this program. But like I said, time is definitely expanding. I don't feel stressed about this at all. I'm happy to do it for you guys. But I won't have printables for you at this time. Maybe in the future, though, it's a really good idea. So another question I thought you guys might have is soreness. If you have, this is a big one. This is a really big one. If you experience any soreness or discomfort at any time during the program, and I legit say this at the beginning of every routine, so you're going to get sick of hearing it by the end, but it's that important. If you feel any soreness or discomfort or feel like your symptoms are getting worse and not better, that is a huge red flag that you actually need to stop and take a break on the program. You might actually have an issue with too much tension in your pelvic floor, and the last thing you need is more Kegel Camp. What you would need in that case is to actually take a break, to take a pause from the program, back off a little bit, maybe go back a couple of days, and because I do progress fairly quickly to more upright positions and that kind of thing. So if you need to back off, take a day off, or maybe just go back a couple of days before progressing forward, then you can do that. I will also put links to several playlists and videos that are also good alternatives if you're not quite ready for Kegel Camp. The activation is definitely there. It's a focus of this camp. And so if you're somebody who really needs to focus more on the release, then I would actually advise you to, if you already know that, I would advise you to focus more on, for example, the video that I just released today. So if you are watching this right now in real time, you can look on my YouTube channel, and I literally just released a video that is a yoga. It's like a 20-25 minute yoga flow, really nice for opening up the pelvic floor. You can also look at my pelvic pain and tension playlist. If you are a male, you can look into my Overcome Pelvic Pain for Men program. That's a course that just released. Fantastic, amazing guided healing program for men. So all of that is available to you if you need to focus more on relaxation, if you already know that. Now, if you don't already know that and you realize, ooh, like halfway into Kegel Camp, this is a little too much for me, that's okay. Just go to those same resources, and I'll always list everything I just said in the video notes on YouTube. So Fran, hello Fran. I see Fran has a question on Facebook. She says, I plan to use these as part of recovery and awareness post-op and make sure everything in the pelvic area is good and watch for pelvic tension. Yes, excellent Fran, that is perfect. This is a wonderful, wonderful, Kegel Camp is going to be a wonderful program for anyone who is maybe preparing for surgery. If you're preparing for some kind of pelvic floor surgery, it's a great prehab. If you are recovering from some type of surgery, then it's a great rehab. Again, I am not your personal doctor. I am not working with you one-on-one, so this is general information. It's not medical advice. However, I feel for everyone who's stuck at home right now and can't go to their physical therapist, who can't make it to their normal PT appointments because, it's not really, for everyone, it's not an essential service that they need to go to. And so a lot of people are unable to go to these types of services right now. So this program is really meant for folks who, just kind of want to, maybe you just want to exercise your pelvic floor and get in touch with that part of your body, spice up your intimate life, that kind of thing. It can be really helpful. But if you are dealing with bladder leakage or prolapse or preparing for or recovering from surgery, it can be a really helpful program as well, if you can't make it to your regular PT. But again, I want to make it really, really clear that this is not a substitute for PT, like a one-on-one treatment with your physical therapist or with your medical professional. We have our limits on YouTube, but I'm doing the best I can with it, and I think you'll get a lot out of it for sure. So I'm excited. Laura has another question. Yay. Laura says, will this Kegel Camp be on your FemFusion YouTube? I have a friend who would like this, but is not on Facebook. Yeah, absolutely. It's on YouTube. Yeah, it's on. I just wanted to make sure I understood that question. Yeah, it's not on Facebook. Kegel Camp is on YouTube. So you go to youtube.com/femfusionfitness and it's all there. You don't have to sign up for anything, at least at this time. In the future, I might, make a sign up situation available. Laura, you really did have a great question earlier when you asked about printables, like printable worksheets and stuff, to keep track of everything. It's a fantastic idea, and that might be an idea for the future. But at this point in time, I'm just keeping my head above water recording the videos for y'all. So I'm just recording videos and putting them on YouTube and trying to make them look okay. So I have, so there's no sign up, nothing like that. But I do hope that one thing you guys can do, oh my gosh, sorry, I just saw Dawn Jordan, girlfriend, it has been too long. Dawn just popped up on Facebook. Girl, here is a huge hug. It is so nice to hear from you. Sorry about that quick little interlude. I'm so excited that Dawn's watching right now. What was I saying? You don't have to sign up for anything, but I would love it if you could share this with a friend. Like, that's how you can help me, is by sharing this with a friend, by telling a friend about it, by having them subscribe to my YouTube channel, by telling them about Kegel Camp, by giving the videos a thumbs up. It really makes a difference to creators like me to, first of all, it's nice to see thumbs ups, and it also helps get my videos in front of more eyes. So everyone who's watching understands that there's these algorithms on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and all the things. And so the more thumbs ups and the more, positive comments and just things like that, it really does help get the video in front of more people because of the algorithm. So that is how you guys can help me right now. It's going to be an awesome program. I'm just really excited for it. I mean, I don't want to talk it up too much, but I think anytime you focus on your pelvic floor, and that's another quick thing that I'll say, is it's not just the pelvic floor. So anybody who knows me knows that Kegels are not all. They're not the be all end all, not even close. They're just a really nice exercise for a lot of people, not everybody. They're not appropriate for everyone. We already talked about that. But for a lot of people, they're a nice exercise to bring awareness to this part of the body, which really is the root, the center where everything hooks in. It's the floor of the core. Really important part of the body, and it's a good idea to develop coordination and control of these muscles. So that's why we do Kegels. But there's more to it. You know, you've got to work the booty to keep a good balance of this pelvic floor activation. You don't want to overwork the pelvic floor and clench things up without working your booty. And so we're going to include some butt strengthening moves, some deep ab moves, some hip rotation exercises, not in every workout, but it's sprinkled in throughout. So there's always going to be pelvic floor work, and also other aspects of your core is going to be worked as well. So it's quick. Like I said, just 8 to 12 minutes every day, but you're going to get more than just like squeeze and lift your pelvic floor and let it go. There's more to it than that. So I think I want to check in on Facebook. I think I have a couple more comments. Laura says, thank you. You're welcome, my dear. And Rebecca says, can you use Kegel weights with this program? Yeah, absolutely. If you're comfortable with Kegel weights like jade egg or vaginal weights and they help you, then sure. Absolutely. Now, those are something that are not necessarily, again, I don't always recommend them for everyone. If you have any tendency toward hypertension and hyperactivity of the pelvic floor, then that might be too much. But it really just depends on the person. If you're accustomed to them and you know you're safe with them, then go for it. They're a great way to increase the work. I just want to really make people aware of the importance of releasing fully and letting go all the way between contractions. And so my only fear is that if you were using like a jade egg or some kind of weight, that you might be less apt to let go all the way between contractions. So that's my only caveat there, but otherwise I think we're good. So let's see. Lorraine says, finally pulling your hair back. Yes, my hair is growing. Are you guys loving it? Do you love the fact that like, so somebody, if you're just watching right now and you don't even know who I am, then you're going to be like, I don't know and I don't care. But some of you guys have been with me for a long time and you've seen the different hair transformations. My hair has been every length. It was really long, and in fact most of the videos you'll see on YouTube, it's long, and then I just chopped it all off about a year, gosh, it's only been about a year. It was December of 2000, anyway, it was like a little over a year ago. I chopped it all off, pixie style, and now it's starting to grow out again, and I'm really happy about that. So, let's see. Carol says, I'm missing my pelvic floor therapist at this time. I'm lucky that she did an over-the-phone appointment with me last week. Love your videos and thanks for everything you do. You're welcome, Carol. And yeah, I mean, that's why I'm doing this. Is if you can't make it to your PT right now, this is going to be a really good, you know, again, it's not a substitute, but it's just a way to kind of keep some progress. And Rebecca says, the floor of the core, I love that. I wish there was more awareness. Yeah, totally. And Rebecca, or anyone watching, if you guys have not checked out my book, hate to be plugging it right now, but I might as well let you know about it if you didn't know. I have a book called Lady Bits, Understand Your Body, Elevate Your Health, and Reclaim Your Spark Naturally, and it's available on Amazon. Check it out. It's a good book that has basic awareness. And also I have a podcast called Dr. Bree Talks Lady Bits that's currently on a 3-week pause while I do Kegel Camp, but I have 15 episodes on that podcast. You can find it on iTunes, and it's all about awareness. So again, if you guys can just do me a solid and share. I don't have an advertising budget. I don't advertise my work. My word of mouth is through you. And so if you can just, help me support my work of Kegel Camp and that kind of thing by just sharing the information with a friend. That just makes my day. So that's all I've got for you. You guys asked some really awesome questions, and I don't think I've missed any on Instagram, but let me just check. I just see some nice love, and I appreciate that. Some sweet thumbs ups and smiley faces, and I love the smiley face with the heart eyes. That's my favorite one. So Ben's, thank you for that. All right, well, that's all I've got. I don't think I had any other questions. Yeah, so enjoy Kegel Camp. It starts April 1st. It's going to go all the way through April 30th, and it's on my YouTube channel. It's not on Facebook. It's not on Instagram. It's on YouTube. So go over there. It's free. Have fun. That's it. All right. Bye. And if you have any questions, just DM me. I'm pretty available. Okay, bye.